video.
Little puppy dog.
Hey, Max!
Hey, Gidget.
Any plans today?
Yes, big stuff today, Gidget. I got big plans. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait for Katie to come back.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Well, I won't interrupt. I've got a very busy day too. Here you go. See you later, Chloe.
So long, Mel. Bye, sweet pea. See you, Gino. You're a good boy, Leonard.
In 2 Samuel chapter 11, gives a bit of an insight into David, King David. And he was like, the Bible talks about King David as a man after God's own heart. He's a guy that's like a high flyer in the Bible. But let's look at this passage of scripture here tonight. And it says in 2 Samuel chapter 11, verse 1 to 5, it says, when that time of the year came around again, the anniversary of the Ammonite aggression, David dispatched Joab and his fighting men of Israel in full force to destroy the Ammonites for good. They laid siege of Rabbah, but David stayed in Jerusalem. So in other words, he was supposed to be in the fight, he was supposed to be on the battlefield, but he stayed home. One late afternoon, David got up after taking his nap and strolling on the roof of his palace. From his vantage point on the roof, he saw a woman bathing. The woman was stunningly beautiful. David sent to ask about her and was told, "Isn't this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam and the wife of Uriah the Hittite?" David sent his agents to get her. After she arrived, he went to bed with her. This occurred during the time of purification following her period. Everyone say, too much information.
TMI.
That's just too much information. Like, I didn't really need to know that. Maybe somebody in history needed to know that. That was on me. Then she returned home. Before long, she realized she was pregnant. Everyone go, oh. Later, she sent word to David saying, "I am pregnant." Everyone go, ooh. Oh. So David is supposed to be at war with all the other kings. The Bible says he's at home. He's home alone. He's walking out on his balcony, and there is some woman in a bath. I don't know how this all went down, whether her apartment was closed or whether he just had a really high balcony. And he sees her, and she's hot, she's awesome. And he's like, "That's awesome." And go and find out who she is. They come back and say, "Hey man, this is somebody's wife, don't mess with her." And he's like, "I'm the king. I get whatever I want." His temptation was really strong, and he invites her to his house, and the next thing you know, she is pregnant. Temptation comes on everyone. Every one of us at some point struggles with temptation.
That's good.
Temptation usually begins when we're alone. Very rarely are you going to be tempted in a crowd. Temptation comes when you are alone. If you're starting to date, many of you are either starting to date, going to date, would like to date, planning on dating, wish somebody would date you, something like that. When you start to get in a relationship, you just have to understand, as a young couple, massively better for you to be in a crowd than you to be alone.
Yeah.
Why? Because temptation happens when you're alone. When no one else is around there to keep you accountable, when no one else is around to say, don't put your hand there, don't look at her like that. If you're alone, that's when temptation can come. When Jesus was praying alone in the desert, that's when the devil came to him to try to tempt him. I just put it to you that if Jesus gets tempted alone, that you and I are probably going to get tempted alone. Our safe place is to be in community and be amongst good friends. Temptation comes when you're vulnerable. This is the thing I think that we miss sometimes in church like this. We just think that life is always static and it's always the same, but you've got highs and lows. And people who think that they'll never blow it, that they've never